Hi, welcome to another episode of Hot Takes with me, the Silver Fox. Since it's almost certain that Sir Keir Starmer will become the next Prime Minister, he has been beating the path of what he's going to do for Scotland, saying, oh, look at me, aren't we wonderful, aren't we virtuous, aren't we going to do so much good for you? Remember, vote Labour for a brighter future. Honestly, you couldn't make this up because the fact is, it's all BS. Absolute horseshit. It's rubbish. And why, I hear you say, is it rubbish? Well, let me take you on a little journey towards the truth. And let us, as we go there, look at the lies the Labour Party are telling. Now, I want to stress that I don't think the Conservatives are doing a particularly good job, but it must be stressed that what I'm about to tell you is what they call facts, not the sort of thing that politicians like people to know. They like them to listen to what politicians say and accept it as fact, even when it is rubbish. But if Labour form the next government, which say is likely, there'll be a new Scottish minister, and it won't be Alistair Jack, he's resigning. It's most likely going to be a guy called Ian Murray. Now, Ian Murray's plans are to make the Scottish office an absolute and proper ministry. That is to say, it will have spending powers. So it will be more in control rather than just a sort of a figurehead where the gripes and the moans go to, which has been the case ever since it was set up many, many years ago. And in order to make this a good thing, make it better, make it appeal to the people of Scotland, it's been announced that they're going to give it a load of levelling up money, £150 million of levelling up money. Now, remember, at the moment, of course, Michael Gove is the Minister for Levelling Up, and he's the one that hands out all the money at the moment, hands it directly to councils rather than to the SNP government, for which the SNP government are absolutely fuming. They'd rather have the money themselves so they can skim their little bit off the top and then spend it on whatever they like rather than letting council spend it on what they want, God forbid. But Ian Murray has been pushing this and he's been saying, oh, look at us. We're going to be spending £150 million on all this levelling up money to make life better for Scots. Okay, let's just say that Ian is talking the truth. Let's say Ian Murray is a man of his word. Let's take him at his word and say, well done, Ian, 150 million, marvellous. So what's wrong with that? Well, one of the problems with that is it's £150 million, which sounds a lot. And if it was in your back pocket, it would be. In the grand scheme of things, it's not that much. But I tell you what it is. It's less by £27 million. It's less than what the Conservative government are currently spending on levelling up. Because the Conservative government under Gove is currently spending £177 million. And so for Labour to come and go, oh, look at us, aren't we wonderful? Aren't we the best thing since sliced haggis? Giving you £150 million. And you go, no, we've already got 177 from the Tories. At the very least, you've got to match it. I mean, try and beat it. But, otherwise, you're taking money away from us. And I don't think anyone's done the maths in the Labour Party. And it doesn't look good. It really doesn't look good at all, does it? So they're coming in trying to be the big I am, the big white saviour, coming in on his big white charger. Stand back, I am Sir Keir Starmer, knight of this realm. I'm here to save you. No, you're not. No, you're absolutely not. Now, the Labour Manifesto will be published later today. About 2:00, I believe. As I'm recording this, it's 10:50, something like that. So we've got, a good, say, 3 hours or so, and the Labour Manifesto will be published. And this is one of those things that's in it. It's being pre-announced so that there aren't too many surprises. They want one or two surprises, but they don't want the big ones. But announcing effectively a cut in public money going to Scotland is not a good start as you're looking to win seats in Scotland, isn't it? What are you going to do for Scotland? We're going to cut your funding. Hey! Come on. But what they are saying is if they make the Scottish department a proper ministry with powers to spend money, they're saying, oh, but money will go back up properly that way. Will it though? Will it? Because it'd be like anything else. It's easy to announce. It's very hard to do. Now, what they're saying is one of their plans is to bring this thing, what they call it, GB Energy, I think they're calling it. And it's going to be like a national United Kingdom energy organisation that will control Britain's energy, supply. Now, it sounds good in principle, but unless you nationalise all energy production in the country, it's pointless because all these energy producers at the moment, all the money that's being raised is all going abroad. So if you're going to have GB Energy, then you've got to nationalise every single thing. But one of the problems, of course, is that they're saying, okay, let's put GB Energy, let's base it in Scotland, up in the northeast where all the oil and gas is. Good place. I mean, after all, where else would you put it, to be honest? But it's going to be looking at increasing nuclear supply. The Labour Party have said, yes, we are going to do nuclear power because they know, despite whatever they say politically, they know that in order to do anything for clean energy and for security of energy, you need nuclear power stations. And if you want to run every house as an electric house and every car as an electric car, and don't forget, this is over and above, this doesn't include industry, just homes and cars. You need 36 nuclear power stations for every home and car in Britain. 36. It's taken nearly 40 years to build one. Good luck, But this is what they want to do. So they have it. So Scotland's going to have power stations, nuclear power stations. Now, the Tories have said, oh, yeah, no, undoubtedly, whenever we're in power again, definitely having nuclear power stations, it's the only way you can provide this clean energy. And the SNP go, no. But the people of Scotland are going, yes, because they know it's necessary. Now, these aren't the big dangerous ones of old. This isn't that old style one where they were used, allegedly to make power, but actually were designed to weaponize materials for war. Modern nuclear power stations are basically just nuclear kettles, and they're very, very safe. Every point of their design, it fails safely. There's no issue. But it is going to be one of those problems. But it will bring a lot of money to Scotland, I grant you. But politically, the SNP will be against it. And so you've got a Labour Party wanting to cut funds, and the one area that will bring money into Scotland, the SNP are against it. And you're thinking, the poor people of Scotland, they can't get a break, can they? On one hand, you've got a national government cutting the funding, and on the other hand, you've got their Scottish government saying, no, we don't want the massive investment that will bring jobs, money, income, and grow the economy. And on top of that, the SNP want to destroy the oil and gas industry. Hey, you SNP voters out there, tell me, why? Why are you voting for the SNP? Do you like poverty? Do you want the energy to be switched off? Do you want power cuts? Do you want your children to grow up with no future? Because if so, you're going the right way about it, aren't you? It's just unbelievable. I mean, you've got to vote Labour to get the SNP out. I grant you, Labour are the worst. Labour are bad, but they're not as bad as the SNP. But God, it's not going to be good for anyone, is it? Anyway, I'll leave that there. But it just goes to show we're fucked, aren't we? Doesn't matter who gets in. We are absolutely screwed. Anyway, thanks a lot. Bye.